Are you a business or do you run ads for a business that gives away free consultations? Well, I have the best workflow for you. This is the workflow that we are going to be building with me today. As you can see, it's a quite a lengthy workflow, but it actually really works to get people to commit to the consultation. So let's build it together. And let's start building, like and subscribe. So the next thing, so yeah, we're going to create a workflow from scratch. And if the nature of your business is, for example, you give out free consultations, but you also want to establish your service as authority and a bit of exclusivity, and you don't want people, to walk all over you, and schedule that consultation to then cancel. So this would be maybe services in the beauty industry. Then this is the type of appointment flow, booked appointment and reminder flow that you want. That's going to help you establish um, the perception of authority and exclusivity in your business. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna do create workflow from scratch. So obviously the trigger is going to be that somebody books an appointment. So do customer booked appointment, and then you're going to choose whichever calendar it is. So let's call this booked appointment plus reminders plus confirmations. Because we're going to get them to confirm their appointment. And if they don't confirm their appointment, then we're going to automatically cancel their consultation. So the next thing that maybe you want to do is add a tag to kind of, keep track on. So now I would put, booked appointment, to kind of keep track on, what are the good leads that actually book appointments. And depending, you have a team, you have people working with you, you might want to, if it's not assigned to anybody, to assign it to your peoples. And then you maybe want to send a notification to your peoples, whoever is handling this. So you can choose to send them an email, a notification, or an SMS. You'll have to ask this person, hey, do you have an appointment coming up? A new appointment booked, and then you can, using this custom fields, you can go to appointment and then, start time, end time, and all this. Then you have to select, I think you take them to the contact page so that they can see, who they are. And then to choose. Then we can add them to our pipeline or move them from a previous stage to a new stage in our pipeline, which would be booked appointments. And then you can, so this is what I would do. So you just using the custom fields, contact first name, appointment name, and then depending on, how you have it set up, you can just leave it blank, or you can allow them to move back in the pipeline. So now we have them in there. We've assigned our user. We've notified our user. It's not in here, but we saw how it is. And we've tagged the contact. We tagged them. Now we need to remove them from all other workflows. Because I mean, my workflows, they go all the way every day, trying to get them, sending the messages to book. So once they book, then we need to take them out of there because we don't want to keep annoying them, right? So we would say remove all workflows except current workflows. Of course, it depends on your situation. So now they're only in this workflow. Or you can choose remove from all workflows or another workflow. Another workflows. Oh, here, and then you select the workflows that you want to remove them from. Because, yeah, actually, we want to do this instead. So we want to remove them from the workflow that, it's continuing to get them to book because they booked, now they're here. Because, yeah, we're going to build another workflow that keeps them in that workflow at the same time that's in this one. So there we go. So we've removed them. So that's good. So next, maybe we want to wait like 1 minute. So when they book, maybe we want to send them actually for the email, usually it's fine. Just send them the email confirmation, right? Because the next thing we're going to do is send them a confirmation email and to tell them we received their appointment booking and okay, so the next thing we're going to do is send them again, I don't know, I already said that, but an email confirmation. Oops. Or we can send them an SMS. I mean, we're going to do both. So let's do the email. So you want to put email here, right? And write your email like, hey, congrats, you're one step closer. Here are the details of your appointment. So then we put in all of this stuff here. Then if you want to say something like, actually that's it. Just tell them how to, prepare for their appointment. And then you also want to send them a text saying the same thing. Hey, congrats. Here are the details of your appointment. So same thing, appointment, start and time, and you also maybe want to put location. Where is it? Meeting location. Okay, so then depending on how you have your calendar set up, for me, I realized that 12 hours before the appointment is fine because we also try and get them to book their appointment like the next day. So you don't want to send them reminders, within a couple hours of them confirming. So yeah, so we want to send them a reminder. So we go there, wait for event time, and we're going to say 12 hours before, and you leave it like that. So if they book before 12 hours, then they will just get the notification. Or so if they after 12 hours, or then you can send them a confirmation email and SMS. So you would say something like required action. And then you may say something like, hey, we're pleased to offer you a free consultation. However, to continue to, I'm sorry for my spelling here, I have long nails. To continue to offer you this, opportunity for complimentary opportunity, we need your commitment. Complimentary opportunity. We need your collaboration, your contribution. Please reply yes to confirm your appointment for tomorrow. And then, depending on the nature of your business, you can say, if we don't receive your confirmation, your appointment will get canceled. Of course, give this a little more thought. Maybe ask ChatGPT before you write something like this. So that's what you say, and will get canceled automatically. Okay, so you can do that, or however way that you want them to respond or to confirm your appointment. I've also done it where I created a thank you page, and I direct them to that page, and whenever it gets clicked, then we have their confirmation. So we can also say, or click the link below to confirm your appointment. Or you can, direct them to that page, and then in that page, get them to click yes or no. So that'll be another video, because I have something like that I can show you guys. So yeah, save, right? Okay, so we have that. We'll send them also the SMS, basically saying the same thing. And hey, required action. Confirm your appointment now. Or will get canceled. Okay, and and then depending on, again, the nature of your business, you can say, we reserve the right to, require our $50 deposit if, for future consultations if we don't receive your confirmation, something like that. Okay, that way they will be like, oh my gosh, I better confirm. So yeah, so this was 12 hours, right? 12 hours before appointment. Actually, I think I have it set a day and then 12 hours, or not. I can't remember. Sorry. Oh, wait, I have it here. So let's see, what do we do here? We wait, get confirmation, SMS, so 1 day before appointment. Okay, so the next step is we are going to wait. Wait, sorry, actually, I can't remember. Right, so we've asked them to confirm their appointment. So the next thing we're going to do is obviously wait for their reply. So wait. And here, instead of time delay, instead of that as well, we do contact reply. So we can choose both the confirmation email and the SMS, which maybe we should name just to be confirmation SMS. And there we go. So we wait for that, and then we want to do maybe a timeout, depending on, it's up to you. We can do 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So now this is where we do an if else, so a condition, because now we want them to specifically respond with yes, right? So here, contact replied yes. So, but now we want to ignore replied. We want to ignore contact replied or intent type. Really, none of those matter. You just have to, and then contains, because if they say yes, sure, or something, you want them to make sure. I mean, we told them to say yes, so they should say yes. If they don't, then they're dumb. And then, we do or, because some of them say sure, but as I've said before, if they say sure, then it's it's a no, really. So we do that, and then we can leave it like that. So now, every time somebody responds a yes, what do we want them? What do we want to do? Well, we should also. We should send them a text message telling them thanks for confirming, and we look forward to meeting them. But we should probably wait at least a minute before we send that message. And then we want to send them the link and say, not the link, sorry, the text message saying we got their confirmation. Thank you. Confirming. We'll see you soon. And save action. So, so this was, we sent them this 12 hours before their appointment, right? So now maybe we should also send them a reminder at least like an hour before. So we're going to say 1 hour before appointment. And so we'll just put here just to remind them. And we'll say, just send them an hour before their appointment to remind them that they have their appointment coming up. And an 1 hour quick reminder. Your appointment is in 1 hour. Please make sure to blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we do that and all good, they show up to their appointment. Next one is if we don't receive a yes. Actually, what we want to do here is that if they said yes, then I would put them, because sometimes they might say something other than yes. They might say cancel, they want to cancel, or they might just say, use everything to confirm except a yes. So you want to create a stage in your pipeline. So update. So that's going to be called responded. So I already have it here for me. So every time somebody responds to a text message or email, they get sent to this here. So we can allow duplicate opportunities so that they get put there and stay here at the same time, right? So on both pipelines there. So so we put them there, right? Now, because the thing is that when it times out, so let's say after an hour, they still haven't responded, right? And so maybe you want to send it again, or you want to wait a little bit longer to send them, another response. So that maybe you would just put an hour more. But anyway, after 60 minutes, we're going to check if they have between that time or just after, if they have sent a yes or no. So, wait, no. So maybe you want to send it again, right? After 60 minutes, you want to send the message again. Just say, hey, or just send it again, just copy paste what you said in, where was it? In here. No, sorry, in here. And SMS. So you want to put it here again. So, right? And then you want to maybe wait. Maybe you want to wait now an hour before. An hour before, right? And now we want to check the system because maybe they got sent, maybe they replied, right? In this time, right? So now what you want to do, or they said something, they responded with something. So now you want to add an if else condition so that the system checks if they have replied. So we would say contact replied. I'm going to say confirmed. So now what we're going to do is check the workflow. Oh, sorry, no. It's contact active in another workflow. Okay, so confirm. We're going to check, and the way that we're going to check if they confirmed or not is by checking if they're active in the one that we said, which was responded hot lead. Or I wonder if we can do something where if they did reply, if they replied, contact replied true, or if contact, no, I don't think so, actually, contains yes. I mean, you can try that, but this is probably the easiest way, and the way that, the system isn't going to get overworked. So if they're in there, then we know that they responded. But now we also, if they're not in there, because we're also going to make sure that we have a do workflow contact is not active in the responded, or they're not going to be active in the, you can also create a canceled. I don't have one, I don't think. But you would create a stage where it's the customer canceled the appointment. So I don't have it in here. But yeah, if they canceled, you would create a stage in the pipeline where it gets moved to canceled. So if it's not there and it's not there, then we know that they never responded. So then we do that. So if they did confirm, then we're good, right? They will they'll get the appointment, they'll move forward to the appointment. If they did not confirm, so in that hour, we are going to wait maybe 25 minutes. And if we still have not received, we're going to wait 25 minutes before their appointment, or 35, however long you want. And if we still have not received the confirmation, I mean, after an hour, you could ask them again to confirm. But I'm doing it this way where if they still have not confirmed or responded or anything, so we can do like an if else again, we can just copy this here. Can copy this. I'm sorry. Wait, yeah, so 25 minutes if they still are not in so so we wait 25 minutes, and if they still haven't if they're still not, so we can just copy this again. we can just copy it so that the system checks again. Maybe not all actions, but anyway. So after 25 minutes, the system is going to check once again if they confirmed, and if everything confirmed, then it's good. So we would put here, right? And then if they have not confirmed, then we're going to cancel their consultation. So I'm going to delete that. And we're going to cancel their consultation, and they will receive, I'm going to update appointment status. And then, yeah, you have to create, that's going to be another video. You have to create another stage and workflow so that whenever this gets triggered, then, you know, the appointment gets canceled and they get their cancellation SMS and text. So I hope that helped, and like and subscribe. I'm going to make more videos like these, but I'm going to try and get some better equipment and maybe be somewhere where it's a bit more quiet and where you can hear me better. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments.